To convert a builder's tripod into a tripod that you can use for anything, I'm going to show you how I did that now. These 3 holes, don't worry about. It's something that I did later on for the jib crane that I'll show you how I did. When you get a builder's tripod, there are 2 different kinds. They have a dome top and a flat top. You really would like to get the flat top if possible, because that's a nice flat surface to work off of. I thought this was a flat top, but it just domes about a 1/16 of an inch, and it makes life a little bit difficult, but I'll show you how I took care of that. Now, in the tripod for the builder's level, there is a device that hooks up to your leveling head, and it goes underneath like this with the washer on top, and all you have to do, and I say all you have to do, but you just take the nut off, and once you take the nut off, it just comes apart, and you just slide it out of the bottom of the tripod. Because the tripod head is domed, you can't just put some kind of adapter right on top. I've seen some conversions in the internet that a guy was using wood. I tried that and it doesn't work. You have too much give. It wobbles. You have to use metal. So what I did was I took a piece of 2-inch square tubing, and this piece here that I have welded onto it, that is for my monitor, which I'll show you in a minute how I hook that up. But this will go on top of the tripod head. Since it's hollow in the middle and is pushing down just on the edges, even though it's domed, it won't shake. Then what I did was I took a 3/8 bolt and I used a hole saw and made a washer. Now I believe that it's about 1.5 inches in diameter, and it has a 3/8 hole in the middle of it. And I also took a piece of the steel from the bottom of the yoke from the jib crane, and I drilled the hole and I tapped the hole out to be 3/8 of an inch also, and I'll show you how that goes together. You put the washer in the bottom of the bolt. The bottom of the bolt goes up through the hole, and because it's a little tricky to do this, this will go on top, and then you thread the plate on top, and I'll show you how I do that in a second once it's together. What I've done is taken the bolt, put it through the bottom, through the piece of square tubing, and threaded it into the plate. Now I'm just going to tighten it all together, and then you'll be able to put a video head right on top of this. What I've done is put the bolt through the bottom, tightened it onto the plate, and this bar that goes out here with the bushing, like I said, that is where I'm going to put my monitor at. Now you have a little bit of 3/8 threads sticking up out of this plate, and that just happens to be the same size as the 3/8 threads at the bottom of your video head. I made sure that I just have enough of thread sticking through that it won't bottom out, that it will tighten up tight against the video head. So if you take your video head and thread it on, you now have a really nice dolly with a tripod and your own video head, and you can extend the legs on this video tripod, or on this tripod, just like you can on a video tripod, and raise it up. It's just a little bit more work, but it's really sturdy, it's really strong. I made my own dolly system for my tripod, and the surveyor's tripod and also the Bogan tripod, all you do is you just put the 3 legs in, and then there's holes in the casters that you run bungee cords up over the legs, and it keeps it nice and secure. Now all I used was 1-inch conduit that is 30 inches wide. Then I just got 3 casters from Home Depot or Lowe's, I forget which, and I welded them at the bottom. Now you can see the legs down in the dolly, and the dolly just moves around really nice. And then you just step on the locks, and it will lock for you.